I'm back again. So people are campaigning, the ANC is campaigning hard for the local government elections. Well, Mashatile coming, but coming from nowhere, coming out of nowhere with their hometowns is written a story. Mashatile outlines the legislative reforms to boost growth, reduce poverty, and strengthen the state. Well, Paul, you guys are clueless. We have no plan. We have houses that are worth 300 and something million in Cape Town constituency. So you have nothing to do, nothing to say. You must have this Sankara old man. Don't live in big houses until everyone lives in big houses. But you guys are living the best lives while our people are suffering, and you come with this. Let me read. Deputy President Paul Mashatile says the government of national unity is fast-tracking legislation to drive inclusive economic growth, alleviate poverty, reduce the cost of living, and build a capable state, emphasizing that reforms under the medium-term development plan of 2024-2029 are being implemented with clear time frames. Speaking in the National Council of Provinces on Tuesday, Mashatile responded to questions from several members of parliament. George Michalakis, chief whip of the Democratic Alliance, asked Mashatile what legislative items intended to pursue in respect of the government of priorities. Mashatile highlighted progress under Operation Vulindlela, an initiative aimed at accelerating economic reforms, noting that Phase 1 had delivered key reforms in energy, water, telecommunication, and visa systems. We yet to see that, Paul. Phase 1 of Operation Vulindlela achieved key reforms in the following areas: energy, water, telecommunication, and visa systems, leading to significant private investments, a more competitive electricity market, and improved mobile connectivity, he said. Where are those things? We don't see them though. Yet, maybe. He cited the passing of the Electrical Regulation Amendment Bill and the Economic Regulation of Transport Bill as example of legislation aimed at improving infrastructure and market competitiveness. Mashatile explained that Phase 2 of Operation Vulindlela, launched in May 2025, focused on service delivery at the local government level, addressing inequality, continuing reforms in critical sectors. This is a lie, because this is a pure lie. This is not happening. It's not happening at all. These people like lip syncing. They like talking. They like hearing the sound of their voice while they doing nothing. He added that reforms of strengthening state-owned enterprises were being implemented through the National State-Owned Enterprise Bill, with a focus on governance, unbundling monopolies, introducing competition, and transforming boards to be fit for purpose. Yeah, you've killed state-owned enterprises. The ANC killed state-owned with the help of the private sector, by the way. He also mentioned legislation to professionalize the public service, including the Public Administration Management Amendment Bill, which had been passed by NCOP and sent to the President for assent. The AMP Batolile Notata followed up, urging the Deputy President to support legislation that would promote economic inclusion for the poor rather than the politically connected. Batolile, but you're in the wrong part now. Will be discarded just like Abo Lindi when Abo Moose after they dine with you. And Nuban got Bonkosi. Mashatile said the current broad-based black economic empowerment framed is under review to address gaps and ensure legislation benefit the majority. That policy is benefiting you, politicians, and your close friends. I will also support legislation that seeks to benefit a few. As you are saying, we want to benefit the majority of the people, and to the extent that there may be weaknesses, let's correct that, he said, highlighting ongoing reviews of black economic empowerment policies. On how social compact with labor, business, and civil society are being strengthened, ANC MP Agnes Dalega Mazibuko asked about platforms such as NetLeg and the Presidential Infrastructure Coordinating Commission. Mashatile stressed the importance of dialogue and consensus building before passing legislation. Network provides a unique platform for dialogue to ensure government, business, and civil society come together to support the implementation of these priorities. Other institutions provide strategic guidance to the work of the entire government, he said. MK Party MP Wesley Douglas challenged Mashatile on the government's poor track record on unemployment and poverty. Douglas cited stagnant growth, youth unemployment of 72.4 and declining per capita income, questioning how new legislation would address these failures. Yeah, guys, we're in crisis in terms of our youth unemployment. In crisis, I'm telling you the honest truth. We are in crisis. We need to get those madala out of politics and get into politics ourselves as young people, so that we can change this country and change our lives. Otherwise, we're in trouble. I'm telling you. Those madalas have no clue of anything. They're only stealing this money. Mashatile responded that the medium-term development plan is actionable with clear time frames and tracking mechanisms. All ministers, government departments, and agencies have clear time frames for implementation. Legislation must make an impact on the lives of poor South Africans, he said. BUSA leader Dr. Musmaiman highlighted the role of education in reducing unemployment, particularly in the rural provinces such as Eastern Cape. Mashatile acknowledged the need to invest in education and skill development and noted that the Human Resources Development Council, which he leads, is prioritizing youth education and skill to address unemployment. We work with labor, with businesses and NGO. We are putting the issue of education and skills on top of the agenda of what we do, particularly among young people. So we don't have people called unemployed graduate. Even when unemployed shows a slight decline, we are concerned. We are reviewing plans to ensure faster implementation to positive impact the lives of our people, said Mashatile. Knowing these people, do you think he's talking sense or is lip syncing as always? Knowing Paul Mashatile, I know he's lip syncing. They want to, probably they didn't do anything, any of these things they're saying here. They're busy channeling their money, they want buying more mansions overseas and all over the country. Anyway, my video, subscribe, like, my video. Let us grow the channel. See you on the next video.